Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Famo, and today we are going with a top 10 21 Savage songs. And I'm back from going a long time without recording, but hopefully we get back on a normal schedule. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about 21 Savage. And when I first listened to him, I honestly didn't like his style. But over time, when I listened to him more and more, his style grew on me. And it's a very unique, hard, and nice listen to. And personally, he's one of the best of the new wave. And its album delivered. It was a pretty good album. And I just wish he had more features and stuff. But either way, great album. Now let's talk about the top 10 list. At number 10, we have Skirt Skirt.
Cooking up dope as your features, all my nigga counting bitches. Pull up on you with the sticks, nigga, we gon' handle business. I know a lot of niggas out here say they work for meal ticket. I guess
So the reason I put Skirt Skirt at number 10 is it was an intro to his tape, and I felt like it was a very good intro to the Slaughter tape. It's the first one you listen to. A lot of people say it's repetitive, but I like the little skirt skirt he says like during the intro, or not the intro, the hook, and then he uses his voice very good. Like usually 21 Savage's voice is pretty lazy, but in this song it's very nice and refreshing, and I really like it. Anyways, on to number 9. At number 9 we have X.
hold up, hold up. Bitch, I like the ball, hold up. Without no weave, you ball. Hold up. Bitch, I spent your rent inside the mall. Hold up. She got a nigga, but he broke, she lost.
I really liked X because he has Future on it, and I'm not the hugest Future fan, but Future did his part, and I like how they were trading bars, talking about their exes and how they don't need them and how they're flexing, and it's a very braggalicious song, I guess you could say, and it bums in the whip and everything, and it's personally one of my favorites from the Savage Mode tape. Anyways, on to number 8, we have Bank Account.
500 on the Saint Laurent jacket, yeah. Bitch, be careful when you dumping yo action. I ain't no sucker, I ain't cuffing no action. Nah, the streets raised me, I'm a whole bastard. I bought a Rari just so I can go faster. Nigga.
Alright, so for number 8, we have his current banger, apparently his top charting song with Bank Account, and it bumps in the whip. It was very good when the DJ played it at a concert, it plays at clubs, and it's a very standard brag rap song, but it works in its way because it's a very good song. On to number 7. At number 7, we have Lord Forgive Me.
Your daughter the gang. Matt 90 got range. Young Savage got aim. I bought a new rollie, it's plain. You nigga best stay in your lane. I pull up and fuck on your name. I'm covered in money, I'm tripping. These niggas they tellin' they snitch.
Lord Forgive Me was the intro to Slaughter King, and as the intro he's asking for forgiveness from the Lord because he knows the stuff he does in the hood is wrong and it's not right, and he doesn't wish to do it, but he had to do it to survive just like everyone else, and he reaches out to the Lord and asks for forgiveness, basically title explanatory, but it also bumps, and it's a very deep song, and I really like it. Anyways, on to number 6. At number 6, we have 30K.
Niggas so base, niggas so base. I got AK-47s, I give your ass a face. Look, had you dodging bullets like Neo wanna make. Scratch the bowl like scratch.
30K was one of the first songs I really liked from him when I first started listening to him, and it still stands up there as one of my favorite 21 Savage songs. It's very good, and it just goes crazy at the concert, and I feel like the beat and everything and his flow on the hook, it matches the song very good, and it's just a 21 Savage song. You could tell by hearing it that's a 21 Savage song, and it's very good. Anyways, on to number 5. At number 5, we have Close My Eyes.
Now these niggas queer, yeah. Sipping at cheer, yeah. In my own lane, nigga, watch where you steer, yeah. Think I got 'em scared, yeah. Shot 'em in the beer, yeah. That's a chin check, I'm certified everywhere.
Close My Eyes was probably the most meaningful songs on its album. and it caught my attention when I first listened to it. He's talking about the street life and how hard it was, and how he says every time he closes his eyes, he says dead bodies. So he's basically saying he's experienced it so much that he can't even sleep without thinking about it, and it's hard to forget about that life because he's grew up with it, and it bumps also. It's a very good song. I think it's one of the more underrated songs on the album. I really recommend you check it out. Anyways, on to number 4. At number 4, we have No Advance.
I made it off the block, bitch. I beat the statistics. I told that bitch I got a bitch, so don't you leave me with hickeys. Yeah. Bitch, I'm on the perks, got me twitching the itches.
No Advance was a good intro to Savage Mode. Have you noticed that like usually intros there for 21 Savage, he always starts off with a banger for his albums. And I feel like with No Advance, he's talking about like the independence, and he doesn't need the record label, but contrary, he signed to a label like I think a couple months after making that song. But nevertheless, it's a very good song. It bumps, and it's very good. On to number 3. Number 3, we have No Heart.
See, make it read like head in the head. 21 Savage, that came with the Mac. 21 Savage, not boys in the hood, but I pull up on you, shoot your ass in the back. Stu a little hurt, you niggas some racks. Pocket full of cheese, bitch, I got racks. I'm a real street nigga, bitch. I am not one of these niggas banging on.
Alright, with No Heart, it was the banger from Savage Mode, and this song was crazy. The flow is crazy, and basically it's a very crazy song. And even though it's a hype song, it still has great lyrics to it, talking about his high school days and everything. And it's one of his best songs, and I think the best song on Savage Mode. Anyways, on to number 2. At number 2, we have Red Opps.
Take a nigga bitch. Nigga use a bitch, cause I ran off with your shit. I'm a real right blood, and these nigga counterfeit. You don't pull up on the L, pussy boy, you get dipped.
So Red Opps was like the first song he started getting attention off of. It was mostly like crazy. Like he started getting buzz off of it, and you should see how crazy the fans get over this song. This is probably his most hype song, and for good reasons. The beat is crazy, and just everything about it is really good. Now on to the honorable mentions. Honorable mentions is Feel It, Thug Life, and FaceTime.
These streets so dirty, I just want someone who really there. Can't fake love, I just want someone who really care. Be loyal to me, want somebody I ain't gotta share. Open your eyes, baby girl, real niggas rap. I'm to the vultures, and I slept with rats and roaches. That's why I don't smoke no roaches. Niggas tryna knock my focus. Wonder why I'm sipping potion. We happy dog, we ain't joking. Big bullets, we ain't poking. In that pussy, slow motion. Fuck a nigga, liquor make hurt, moan. Gotta get up in the morning, she wrong. I be drinking, I be driving, I'm wrong. Had a long day at work and I know. I can't test, but girl, I'm on my way home. I'm too drunk to test, so can we face?
At number 1, we have Dip Dip.
Hit that bitch with a roll. Fuck her on the dresser, boy, I fuck her on the cover. I keep a lethal weapon like my name, Danny Glover. I'm just here to fuck you, baby, I ain't here to love you. Send you to your nigga, cause I heard that he a sucker. If he run up on me like a switch.
Dip Dip, in my opinion, it's the definition of a 21 Savage song. If you know what I mean, like, it's dark, it bumps, and the flow's good. And it has a few good wordplay in it, too. And this song is one that made me a 21 Savage fan. Because I first also heard before this 30K and Red Opps. I mean, those were great songs. I liked them. But the one that really caught my attention the most was Dip Dip. Because the whole song in general, in my opinion, is a perfect song. And I think it's really good. And I feel like newer 21 Savage fans sleep on that song. Because, I mean, they mostly listen to Savage Mode and Issa. But this song is really good. So that's my top 10 for 21 Savage songs. Please let me know down in the comments what are your top 10. And just remember, this is my top 10. Don't get mad on my opinion. It's just my opinion. But let me know your opinion down in the comments below.